Hey, what's up, LifeVantage family, and welcome to the breakout workshop all around building the business and sharing the opportunity message. In this workshop, we've heard about going and building through social media. We've also heard about building through your existing customer base. And now we're going to hear about using your warm market and how to promote the business opportunity to them. And we're going to be hearing that from Master Pro 10, Seth Mulder. Now, what I want you to know about Seth is Seth has an amazing background. He has 10 years as a corporate employee. At 24, he left his job to start 2 successful clothing businesses. At 26, a close friend invited him to learn about network marketing, and within 12 months, he was the youngest top earner. Now, Seth has a global business, is a published writer, and a master trainer. But if you ask him, his greatest accomplishments are all around his faith and family. He and Stephanie are the parents of 10 children. So sit back and enjoy Seth Mulder talking all about promoting the business to your warm market.
What to say when you talk to someone else. I absolutely love this subject. I love this topic because this is how I built my business. This is how you're going to build your business. The everyday conversations, the direct action marketing when we're reaching out and inviting, what do I say when I'm at the soccer game? Or what do I say when I'm on an airplane? Or what do I say when I meet somebody, at the grocery store or at the club? These one-on-one conversations are absolutely made for you, a professional network marketer. So I'm super excited to run through some of what I do every single day with you today. And here's the goal: for you to take away one thing that you can go and implement today to become a better professional inviter, a professional network marketer. Now, I say professional because there is an opposite to professional, right? And what's the opposite to professional? That's right. It's called being an amateur. And the deal in sports, the deal in life, the deal in business is that the professionals are the ones who get paid. They get paid to play this game. Professionals are the long-termers, right? The people who really throw their hearts into it, become great. They master it. They have fun with it. It becomes passionate, and they get paid really well. Amateurs typically aren't as serious. They don't get the same kind of results. They don't get the same kind of remuneration, right? Income. And it just becomes a different game. The beautiful thing about this industry, our profession called network marketing, is that you can become a professional. Now, come with me on this, professional versus amateur. I want you to imagine that you're not you, you're in the other chair. You're that person sitting next to the network marketer on the plane or at the soccer game or at church or wherever you are. And you're either on the left hand, you've got somebody sitting who's a professional, and on the other hand, you've got somebody who's an amateur. Put yourself in that situation. Who do you want to have a connection with? Who do you want to have a conversation with? Do you want to have a conversation with, Mr. Sales Breath sitting on that one side of you who won't leave you alone, who's just jamming the pill down your throat? Or do you want to sit next to that person who's totally cool, totally chill, super interesting, but super interested in you? We're here today to raise our game, to raise our level and become professionals. So I had blackberry pie this morning. It was actually delicious, by the way. And I want you to imagine a blackberry pie. If you like blackberry pie, if you don't, this is the wrong training. Fast forward. So if you like blackberry pie, imagine this beautiful steaming blackberry pie sitting in front of you, and you can have whatever you want there, okay? It's on the house. And you say, well, I'd like that big slice right there. It looks amazing. They slice it. And instead of taking out that pie server, the server just takes their hand and picks up your piece of pie and throws it there on your plate. How do you feel right now? A little surprised, a little disgusted. Excuse me, waiter, can I get a different piece of pie? We have an amazing gift. better than a blackberry pie. And our job, our privilege, our business is to share that gift. It's to serve up the pie on that person's plate, on our friend, our acquaintance, our business partner. It's to serve up that pie on that plate, something sweet, something nutritious, something life-changing, something that's going to bring people joy. But if we do it in a way, like this example where you're just reaching in and grabbing somebody's gift and slapping it on their plate, we're going to get a different result. Now, the pie didn't change. The business opportunity didn't change. The amazing product didn't change. But it was the way that we dished it up. It's the way that we served it. It's the way that we told the story. So let me say this. What I'm going to share with you today is what I do and what I've trained tens of thousands of people all around the world to implement with incredible results. But if what you're doing is working, if you've got people just coming to you, if your conversations are fruitful, keep doing what you're doing. You've got to find what works for you, and then you've got to do it. You've got to do more of it, and you can learn along the way to do it even better. So first thing I want to talk about today is what I call direct action. Direct action conversations, direct action invites. This is primarily how I do 80%, maybe 90% of my business today. This is how I primarily built my organizations over the last 19 years. Here's what direct action invitation looks like. I pick up the phone, either text or a call, or maybe I'm face to face with a friend and I just lay it on the line. I just go for it. I just tell them where I am. And it typically begins with a question. If I'm reaching out to a friend on text today, for example, I would say, if Susan, hey Susan, hope you're having a great day, exclamation point. Now here's the direct action. Do you have a minute to chat business? Question mark, send. That's direct. I'm asking the question. I'm jumping in the pool. I'm not afraid. I'm not wondering how to start this conversation. I started the conversation. Hey, Susan, do you have a minute to chat business? Question mark. Now, the average 20-year-old, they say, knows 1,000 people by name. This is how I started my business. I made my initial list, about 60, 70 people. And I literally started reaching out to them with some simple scripting. Now, you don't have to say, again, you don't have to say what I say. If you've got something that's working, if your upline has something that's working, if you're doing something in your team and it's working, keep doing it. But changing how I have changed over the years, how I talk to people, I've become more direct. I've become more confident. I've become more simple. I used to do things like this, and maybe you can relate. I would call a friend and kind of hem or haw, and I'd be thinking in my mind, how do I be direct? How do I just get to it? And I would fumble around. And we might get in conversations about 7 other things, right? How's your family? How's your business? What are you doing for fun? How's finances going? And just wonder, okay, how can I just get to it? My answer for just getting to it is just get to it. Instead of hoping to get there in the conversation, I'm going to start there. Hey, Susan, this is Seth. Hope you're doing great today. Do you have a minute to chat business? I can send that simple text or make that simple conversation, a simple telephone call over and over and over and over. If I'm texting, for example, I could send that to 10 people in my phone right now in less than 10 minutes. Direct, just get to the point and don't be afraid about it. Here's what I love about this. People know exactly what we're going to talk about, right? I don't sit there like I did when I was really new in this industry, or maybe even years after I've been successful in this industry, wondering, how can I perfect this invite, right? Am I waiting for a specific cue? No, I'm not. I know you, you know me. We have a relationship. We've invested in this relationship for a month or our entire lives, I'm confident and comfortable in reaching out to you and simply starting that conversation. Hey, Susan, what's next? Do you have a minute to chat business? And that's been very, very effective for me and my team throughout the world. Now, what happens when Susan says, yeah, what's up? Well, then I can go into a simple invite. Tara Wilson, for example, shared this invite with me. Something like, hey, I've started a new wellness business. I'm super excited about this. And I'm just looking for 3 types of people. Business partners who want to make money together, customers who want to transform their health, and referrals. Who do you know that fits into those categories? I would absolutely love your support. Can I get you some information today? ? Sent, right? Something along those lines. By the way, that script I've used, thanks Tara, and it's been very, very effective. But I always like to preface it by saying, hey, do you have a minute to chat business? Now, pause. Why did I say chat business instead of, hey, can we just talk? Again, if just talking is working for you, keep doing what you're doing. But for me, when I say, do you have a minute to chat business? What is that person automatically thinking we're going to talk about? Business. And business, our Life Vantage business, our Life Vantage story is the whole picture. It's the, here's my story. Here's the product story, the company story. Here's the how to make money story. And if I could put all 3 of those, my story, the product and company story, and how to make money story, in front of my prospect, in front of my friend, and in front of my acquaintance, in front of my business colleague, if I can put all of those out there, there's a much greater chance that they're going to take more, that they're going to want more. If I only say something like, hey, do you have a minute to chat? Yeah, what's going on? And I talk about my product experience, as valuable, as real, as authentic, and as life-changing as that might be, there's a better chance that they're not going to see the big picture, right? Now, many people in our profession come and ask this question: how can I find more business people? How can I build my business? I'm attracting customers. That's easy. But how do I get to the business? My number one answer is, if you have a framework for talking business and you start with talking business, then guess what? We're going to be having business conversations. So my first approach, and what I use 80+% of my selling and recruiting today, is simply direct action. I'm going to reach out to you because we already have a relationship, and I'm going to get right to the point. So when somebody says, yes, I've got a minute to chat business, and they say, yes, what information do you have? Then this is downhill from here. 1, 2, 3, ITT, right? Invite, tool, team. And the name of the game is to make sure that I put all my efforts into helping this friend take all 3 steps. So at that point, I'm going to say, awesome, I'm so glad you're going to get this information. This is super important to me. Doesn't have to be important for you, but I think you're going to love it. I've got 3 things for you to look at, right? 3 steps. That way they know it's not just an 8-minute video. That way they know it's not just looking at this one piece of information. It's ITT. If you will make that fundamental shift in your brain, when somebody says, yes, they want information, say, awesome, I've got 3 things for you to look at. And then let's talk. So direct action. Let's now move to the other side of the equation. Attraction marketing. Can you do attraction marketing one-on-one with people? Absolutely. Attraction marketing is just the way that you live. It's the clothes that you wear. I'll tell you some stories about that. It's the products that you're taking and talking about naturally. It's where you go. It's who you're interacting with. It's the way that you live life. It's your vibe. That is attraction marketing. And as you're doing attraction marketing, some of your friends are going to pick up on this. You might directly invite a friend, and they might say yes and start the process and never make a decision. They might start the process, look at some information, or look at all the information and say, you know what, it's not for me right now. They may say, yes, I'm in, and then disappear. I've had that happen even recently. By the way, she got back to me and said, hey, by the way, I know I've been totally out of pocket for the last 2 months. Sorry, I've been ignoring you, but thanks for your communication. I'm coming. We're going to build this business together. Attraction marketing is kind of that glue that holds all of your business together. The direct action that you're reaching out to people, the people that haven't responded to you yet, the people that you haven't reached out to yet. You gotta live this attraction marketing, promoting your vibe lifestyle everywhere you go. Just be happy. So let me talk about how this direct action actually has worked for me. I reach out to a friend. I say, do you have a minute to chat business? They say, yes. What do you have going? Then we start the conversation. And it's very short, typically. Hey, I'm in the wellness business. I'm launching new teams. I'm super excited about this. I'm working with women from all around the world and looking for people who want to make an extra $1,000 a month. If I send you some information, will you take a look at it? They say yes. They're going to look at 3 steps, right? ITT. And they're going to give me an answer. If I can do that with 10 people, that's magic, by the way. Go do that. Just directly reach out to 10 people and help them walk through ITT. It will change your perspective. It'll change your business. And the shorter time period that you do that in, it'll absolutely change the speed with which you're able to create inertia and momentum in your business. Now, when we talk about attraction marketing, I'm talking about what you do every single day. Number 1, be a product of the products. You're using these products every day. It's affecting you. You're going to start experiencing changes. Some of these changes you're going to notice, and some are going to be noticed by other people, and it's going to be able to start conversations. You're going to be living in a way that maybe other people aren't living. I'll give you an example. I play a lot of basketball, and one of my good friends and I play basketball 3 times a week at 5:30 in the morning, and I feel great. I love it. I'm there every day. I'm putting everything out there on the court. That's attraction marketing. The way that you play whatever you're playing is attraction marketing. It may be a skincare product. It may be the way that you're radiating and glowing and somebody saying, girl, what are you using? Hey, I'm doing this new thing. It's amazing, right? Attraction marketing. And one thing that you want to be aware of is don't tackle people. We get so excited about what we're doing. Have you ever done this? I've done this. Okay. Confessions of a Master Pro 10. I've been in conversation. Say I meet somebody new, or I'm at church with a friend, or we're getting a drink, we're out to dinner, and they're saying, "So tell me what you're doing." And it's just like you open the floodgates, right? Because you're so excited. You believe so much in what we're doing, and you forget that there's actually a real person on the other end of this conversation. And sometimes I've trapped people. Literally, I've trapped people because I've been so excited, right, that I just verbally vomit everything I'm doing on them. And typically what I find is that I've filled them so much with everything that we're doing, their heads running, and all that I think really gets through is, wow, yeah, they're really excited about this, but don't I have someplace to be, and don't I have something else to be doing right now? So in your attraction marketing, remember this, and you've heard this, it's so much more important to be interested in them than it is to be interesting. In other words, be more curious about what's going on in their life than interested in telling what you want to tell them. Be interested in what's going on in their lives. And you'll find this, just like I listened with my friend. I wasn't promoting the product. I wasn't recruiting on the basketball court, waiting at every moment, at every exchange, at every possession, telling them that they need to join my company or get on my product. I just listened. And when he expressed a pain point, right, I was interested in what he had to say. I was interested in helping him. I was interested in what he was experiencing. And then I threw it out there. I threw the ball back into his court. And then he came back and said, okay, so really tell me about that. When you're with somebody, when you meet somebody on a plane, when you meet somebody in the grocery store, don't worry about converting, recruiting, selling to every single person that you know. If you have that mentality and it works, go for it. But I've noticed that throughout my career, when I've been so concerned about my selling and my recruiting, I tend to forget what's really most important, and that is the other person, what's going on in their lives. And when I'm interested in that person, when I develop a real relationship, magic happens. They will let you know what's going on in their lives. The good, the bad, the ugly, the pain points, the desires, the dreams. And you can share little things, curiosity, right? And they'll say, well, tell me a little more about what you're doing there. Another way that you can do attraction marketing is wearing your merchandise, right? Wearing LifeVantage merchandise or wearing your team merchandise. I've had this happen so many times where I'll wear a team shirt, right? And it'll say something like, CEO on it or something. And people will say, oh, I'll get on a plane and Jean was her name. I sit down on my seat and she's like, oh, Mr. CEO is here. And that starts a conversation like, what do you do? Now, when somebody asks you what you do, answer them directly. Tell them what you do. Oh, I help women set up wellness businesses online. Or I'm a professional network marketer. Or have you ever noticed how everybody's looking to start a business and they want to do it online? I help people do that online. And then pause and listen and move on and ask them about themselves. Don't be too hasty to steamroll people. That conversation, by the way, with Jean in an airplane turned into her wanting to know more about what we did. And eventually she came to an event, enrolled with a platinum elite pack, and started sharing the business. In fact, she started sharing the product on that flight. But it was because I attracted that conversation. So that's it. 2 things that you can do every single day. Primarily, be active in direct action, reaching out to people and saying, hey, here's what I'm doing. Those that are ready, those that are at high noon are going to pick up on that message. Everybody else falls into, I'm going to create an attraction marketing, an attraction vibe. I'm going to shine a light on why I'm doing this, on what I'm doing, what I believe. I'm going to shine a light on other people and my love and relationships for other people. And when you do that, you're going to have so many incredible opportunities. Literally, you're going to see people coming out of the walls, coming out of the woodwork, coming into your life because they feel that energy from you. They feel that caring. And then you say, they ask you, hey, what are you doing? This is what I'm doing. If they're interested, they'll ask another follow-up question. If they're not ready to take that next step, don't force them. Allow them to come to you. Let me close with this. I could have never built a massive business quickly if I only did attraction marketing in my one-on-one conversations. I couldn't just take the product, live it, wear the merchandise, right? Promote my vibe and expect people to come to me fast enough to actually build to Pro 3, 5, 7, 10, and beyond. You have to be involved in direct action. I'm reaching out to you because here's what I'm doing and I'm excited about it. And if their timing is right, then you're going to get those synergies. You're going to have people say yes. But don't wait for everything. You have to go create what you want to create.